Morning! Welcome to it drive Usaga's in Caesar space. Today you can see I'm wearing it branded different. Huh? How's it buff?
Yeah, put
you sharp.
Do I look at you on the camera now?
Alright. For about the before.
Sure.
Because there's not Tatsukuti won't come to Yamazu moon to Kantozi Gama and the face of Balas.
Sure. Gama, school my ID, Unjabulo Felix or what is born. But obviously the brand is Felix M, which is obviously my middle name, so it's not something I kind of started out of nowhere. Gamalanda English inside, and obviously M. M is ambiguous in the sense that so both my surnames I'm kind of representing both sides of the family. So that's why I just kept it at M. So Kumnandi because about representable too. Yeah. So that's essentially So yeah, it's essentially that. So hence the name Felix M. So yeah, that's who I am.
Introduce through Uguti merchandise media.
Yes,
right?
yes.
I've seen DJs Pay Live, and then when I joined the Kakas and there's Luyanda wearing your stuff, Dawood is wearing your stuff, and also Simto, Madala.
Yeah,
I was like, can't you Felix M?
Yeah, how does he do it?
Yeah, tell me more on before so they speak to
thank you for that, sir. So it's interesting, like you talk about DJs Pay Live, you talk about your Luyanda, your Dawood. These are people I know way back.
Is it?
Yeah, way back. So it's not something celebrity. That's not the angle. So these are people I have genuine relationships with, since way back in the day. So I move on and story Sam. DJs Pay Live, I know him from E5 FM.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So I think Global Bantosuba mentioned it. I know Pay before I know Dawood or no Luyand. So Uspe back in the day. So a friend of mine was the storyteller. So we had like a poetry session that we used to host at Vibe FM. I know you come from Vibe FM as well. Yeah. So we hosted that show for a good 2.5 to 3 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And then obviously Uspe, we were on a show we were 9 to 12, and then Uspe being 12. So that's how the relationship kind of developed, like over the years. So we kind of knew each other from there, and obviously your relationship here So Uspe is more brother than anything else.
Such a cool person.
Such a cool person. Shout out DJs Pay Live, their promoter for it. No matter I said now I'm late, but it's fine.
He'll bounce back.
He'll bounce back. Yeah, so yeah, Uluyanda Ngmazi, Uluyanda was a radio DUT. So we were invited to an interview corner. So obviously doing this poetry thing, Uluyanda hosted a show there. So we used to go there and perform at DUT, and then by virtue of us performing corner a campusini, then we were invited to an interview. And then Uluyanda was actually the host of the show. So that's how we kind of grew to know Uluyanda, and obviously the energy was genuine. She's a cool person. We kind of got along from there. And then Namanju Sakombisa Utando, and vice versa. So Dawood is interesting. Dawood, it's the same thing. So Uncle and this was poetry. Dawood is someone I met through a poetry night. I think he used to listen to the show back at Vibe FM, and then obviously as we started to record a poetry, he obviously was a fan of the art, for lack of a better word. I don't like using the term fan, but that's how I kind of knew Dawood, and obviously that's how the relationship grew from that point as an I figure Kakasi. So yeah, it's interesting. And you know what the funny part is? Again, mang figure a Vibe FM. Vibe FM is the fact that I had a radio jingle that I was playing on Kakas. So the relationship with Kakas it's an interesting story. So I had a jingle Kakas FM way back in the day. So I spoken to Selp, I was like, I'm interested in this radio thing, because I'm gonna expand more on the radio food. So Self was like, no, come through, do something for the show.
Yeah.
He was doing a show, Menage a Trois.
Oh yeah.
At the time.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah. So I did a jingle for the Menage a Trois. And then Utuli D was a Vibe FM, heard that.
Yo, you know a lot of people in Brazil.
I know a lot of people in the industry, but I just stay in the back, and I don't like Lendeoba in the forefront. Yeah. I don't really like your attention that much, but I know most of these guys. So that's how I got on Vibe FM, and then Iskasama's Vibe FM was very good. I got to meet a lot of people. Yeah, so that's how I know most of these people. And when you speak again, we speak about Ikakas, I'll go back again. In 2012, obviously I'm on Vibe FM doing this poetry session, and then at the same time, I was doing a radio production at Creative Arts College. Yeah. Again, under the tutelage of DJ Fuma. Who's at Kakasi FM. So about the relationship between Ikakasi, Vibe FM, and Nami. Even though I've never actually worked at Kakasi per se, because I've only had like my jingles play on air. Yeah. But I've always been there, and my presence, man, even though I'm not there, but it's and that for me is very, very heartwarming. Yeah. So very good. Yeah, but that's the kind of person I am. I never wanted to be known per se, but I'm now better than this band. So it's because it's not about me essentially. Yeah, I mean, I can be in the background, I'm cool with that. Yeah. So yeah, that's essentially how I know these people, and how this brand started again. It goes back to poetry. So obviously Nami we creative, you're like, I just wanted something that's gonna say this one is a true son of the soil. Yeah. So what I thought about is like, okay, then I'm thinking recently in the one time, it's like, okay, how do I depict this with artwork? And then I came up with a concept to let me use Nguni design, like in terms of Mandela designs. Yes. Colors of the South African flag, and try and blend these two things and come up with something that's gonna say, this one is the true son of the soil. So I spoke to a guy, Lazi Kichana, who's obviously the guy that came up with the design. Okay. I mean, I just conceptualized it, so I didn't do the actual design. Okay. I conceptualized, and Mabubu, there are different shapes. Yeah. And again, in South Africa is very diverse, 11 languages, we come in different shapes and sizes. Nice. And the different colors, and that's how we kind of have, like in South Africa, my races. So that's how it kind of comes together. So that was essentially the main idea. It's okay, it's basically a true son of the soil, and obviously it resonates in Abantu because people can resonate with that. We all, some South Africans, and it's people from different walks of life. Yeah. I'm like, okay, so it speaks. Yeah, it speaks to everybody. So I think that's me now. That's where I got lucky with brand.
To tell you the truth, when I first saw your t-shirts or whatever, Gibona Itanda. Yes. I always thought it was your face.
Yes, yes.
So it's nothing that has to do with your face.
It has nothing to do with
you lie.
It has nothing to do with my face. I mean, I obviously got to the outline or the pattern, and skull. Okay, that's obviously coming from me. Yeah. Because I wanted to depict it like a true son of the soil. Yeah. But everything inside, it has nothing to do with me. And that's why I'm in the forefront and looking at me. Hey, Felix M brand. I don't really like that, because it's not really about me, it's about this. Yeah. Because this speaks to the people. Because how does someone who has no affiliation with Felix rock the brand proudly? 100%, so yeah. Once you start to make it about you, I feel you kind of lose some of it, because man, I'm boasting. Then you start to lose the essence of what you're actually trying to do. So that's essentially, I think, who I am as a person, and obviously my journey.
Felix, you've spoke a lot of poetry. Yes. But now, how do we move from doing poetry to clothing?
To clothing. That's another interesting question. To be quite honest with you, my brand, it wasn't really. I didn't start the brand with the idea of saying I want to have a clothing brand one day. That was never in my head. It was never something.
Okay.
How this started was obviously I came up with the artwork, and then I posted the artwork on various social media platforms, and then people were actually asking the question, "Now, soon a brand?" I'm like, no, I don't. And then from those questions, you start to think, actually, this is something that could work. So the people actually kind of decided for me. And again, that's why I ain't about me, because it's not really about me. So that's how it started. And again, I'm also very involved in the creative space, but in the background. Well, there's a lot that I do, but in the background, because I kind of prefer that.
I knew your merchandise.
Yes.
But I didn't know you. I'm like, who is the person behind this? Who's pay live? What's no am? So I'm trying to get begging like my socials up until get digging and ballad. So I get your stories are commercial so you don't want to be in the forefront. But I really love what you do. Much
appreciate it, sir.
So when it comes to it, I'm arranged or now, what do you do?
Okay. So at the moment I've got like t-shirts, I've got my hoodies, I do sweaters, and there's a bit my jackets and like so kuningana corner, but again you won't know that until you actually start to have an interest in the brand, and then it's okay. Because I'll tell you what, it's not the traditional way of doing things, but I prefer things like that. I like to build that intrigue kind of because I'll tell you about, let's say I'm not making any comparisons, but so Louis Vuitton, it is up Louis Vuitton. You don't see it. So now I'm gonna ukanda leonte leo ukuthi abantu beyibuza ukuthi ubani lo, and umuntu mangabe sesegqoka impahla kuba ukuthi ebeyifuna ngempela. I don't want someone to say I ngifuna ukuthenga just for the sake of supporting.
Because it's all over the place. I get you.
So it's also building that kind of intrigue. Because a lot of people do that. They're like, so I don't mind that, because that's essentially how I kind of started this thing. Because you actually want to be on the platform. So I see into the energy is genuine. So that's essentially who I am as a person. But again, I am cognizant of the fact that as I start to grow, now I'm hoping that one day and then obviously it might take a different direction, because again, if it gets to that, again, it's not about me, and now I'll remove myself, and if it's pushing the brand forward, I'm happy to move. But again, I won't lose then the essence of why I started this thing.
I get you. From now on, what's the future, Felix M?
It's I've got big plans. And again, what has started to happen, like over the past year, there's a lot of people who've been traveling and wearing the merchandise abroad. And again, I think actually you can take this thing abroad. So it's not so sad. Let this thing then kind of thrive, because it's kind of developed its own legs, like in and around Durban. People don't really know who I am, but they know who I am. And which is lovely for me, because I enjoy that. I don't wanna walk into a room and then start to have everyone notice. I don't like that. So I think what's gonna happen with my life in the next few years, I think this thing will start to grow legs and then here abroad, because it has started. Like if you go on my social media platforms, you'll see about in the UK, in Spain, in China, wearing the merchandise. And it's obviously people from here that have taken it abroad. But again, it tells you, people embrace Lento in such a way that they want to take it across the borders of the South Africa. So that's essentially where I'm wanting to take this in the next few years. And again,
marketing strategy.
Marketing strategy is very interesting. Mina, I've never once posted for sale.
And you say,
I've never once posted anything for sale. What I do is, when I've got new merchandise, I just post it, and then whoever likes it will obviously comment it, DM it, and then we take it from there. I'm not gonna, well, something in future, but for now, I've never gone the traditional way of marketing things. It's for sale and a funny price. I don't do that because it takes away from the intrigue. So yeah, that's essentially my strategy. I just post, and then again, it's crazy because people kind of do it for me from a promotion perspective. You see people posting bang tag, and that's essentially how the brand has grown over the years. And I want to stay true to that for the next while, until I get to Muntu Caesar to take it to the next level. Yeah, so marketing wise, I'll be honest with you, don't get the things ended up until this point. Everything from delivery, from pressing the merchandise, so everything gets in there.
Yeah, and I really love a presentation. Go to someone, bro. I would really love to show this, please. This looks so nice. So yeah, that's how it comes to you guys. So even when you came, the packaging I was like, yo, this is very professional. So it takes away the price range because you don't want to. You know,
I'm not going to divulge that, but obviously, you just DM me, you text me anywhere on any platform, Felix M on all social media platforms, and then you just reach out to me, and then I'll give you the prices. I'm happy to give you the price, but I don't feel the need to share price. Interested in the merchandise. Because what's the point? But
I see a lot of about it's either Batunga or anyone or with clothing and they're starting with collaborate.
Correct.
Anything in mind?
But I'm very open to that. But whatever I do, it has to push the brand forward. So if I feel it's not pushing me, well, not me, but the brand forward, then I'm not. But I'm very open to collaboration. I know a friend of mine, where's Villa, said one day, hey Felix, yes, I see a black coffee rocking this thing one day, and I'm like, that hit me. Obviously about black coffee, they're big, so and from a brand perspective, because black coffee is a brand, and he obviously collaborates on my brand, so I think it's the same principle. So I mean, I'm very open to that, but again, it has to move the brand forward. So yeah, I'm open, and people think I'm because it's not really out there. But it's not even that. I mean, this is just my character. This is just my character. I've always been like this. But I'm very open. Like Mabe, if you meet me in person, I'm happy to take a picture if need be. I'm happy to chat. I'm that kind of person.
Alright. Anything else you wanna mention before I let you go?
Oh, yo. What haven't I mentioned? But I think I can't think from Balula. Thank you. I want to come to this man. It really is incredible. Namangazi is very unless it's but I want to come to this manga. For someone who's not known to kind of have the kind of traction. And obviously in Nyabusushi, a lot of media personalities rocking the brand, and people from different walks of life rocking the brand. Because again, you then start to ask yourself the question, and Leon to Leon Chabisa because it tells you reach locators. So we appeal to people of all different walks of life, which is essentially why I started this thing. I wanted something that's going to have an appeal across the board. So I just want to say thank you, Rich. thank you to you, Caesar, for having me.
No problem.
I'll be honest with you, I was a bit reluctant. Not
why?
because it's just a character again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's do I really wanna
do this? Yeah.
do this? Do I really wanna share the story?
Yeah.
Because I've always felt ukuthi, hey, isikhathi asakafiki ukuthi ngixoxe lento le. Yabo, but again futhi ogogo nomkhulu laba bangigadile basho I know done isikhathi sesifikile.
Yeah.
Share. Talk to your people.
God, you've got a very powerful story, bro.
It's a very powerful story when you really start to hear it. But again, because uzosixoxa yani story abantu bengawubona umsebenzi out there. So once people start to see the impact yomsebenzi wakhe, it's only then that they have an interest in your story.
Yeah.
But now uzohamba utshela abantu ukuthi hey mina ngizoyidela ukuthi
let's izinto zakho
zikhulumele, and that's essentially
konke imention ile ngiyithanda kakhulu. We tend ukuthi singababungi abantu abaconsume into zethu.
Yes.
We always want to give ukuthi please buy, please do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the fact to when you said I just want to thank abantu. I really like that.
Yeah, but I think for more than anything, I've always believed in this principle. Hlonipha umsebenzi nawo uzokuhlonipha. And nabantu it's the same thing. Fanele umhloniphe umuntu uzakuhlonipha. So I'm truly grateful. And again, sometimes I'm at a loss for words. Maybe ngihlangana nomuntu like yourself saying not that. What's up? Because I don't have the answers.
Yeah.
Because if I'm being honest with myself, it can't be me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to start. Sometimes I sit and realize actually there is a higher power at play. This can't be me. Yeah, but because in terms of the influence and the impact that I've had on I'd say the market, for lack of a better word, because you find a lot of famous people who've got brands, but you don't really see the traction. You don't see the brands on the streets. Yeah, but mina abantu are consuming the product. And I'm truly grateful for that.
No man, socials for abantu abangakaze bakubona, because I know Tina say was my socials are for someone who has never seen you before. Bakthola kanjani? Okay,
on any platform, just search Jabulo Felix M and then you'll find me. Again, I'm happy to chat. DM, I'm not too big. I'm not too big to answer people. That's also because again I'm answerable to abantu who consume the brand. If they have questions about the brand, I have to answer them. So if they want to know pricing, anything from a price point, I will share. If people want to work, I'm open to all of that. So yeah, I'm on DM and on any social media platform, I'm open to that.
All right, my brother, thank you so much, man.
Mr. Smith, thank you so much for having me.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
I really love equality. I think. But we were thank
you, sir.
Thanks,
thank
man.
you. And I know, but I'm just gonna say this on record. I owe KK an interview, and again, so I'm gonna be in trouble when you post this, but it's fine. I'm just putting it on record. It's not because I don't want to be on that platform, but it's because I just felt I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
So I will be doing more radio interviews hopefully in future.
Yeah.
This is obviously opening the door to Wisintes Ganjala because I do have a story to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all in all, but now for having me on the platform. Thank you so much.
Don't be afraid to tell your story. I'm telling you, when ungasibona story sakhe ngathi sincane but komunye umuntu sokwenza impact enkulu kakhulu.
Thank you, sir.
KK, my friend, he's coming through, I promise.
KK, I am coming through. I promise. Yeah, okay,
Thanks,
KK, I should say, lo, wangziba mina.
Thank you guys, we out.
Thank you.
All right.